What is up, guys? So I got a lot of stuff here to show, and probably even more coming in, man. So I know I said this in the last video, and I was wrong, but this is probably gonna be a long video, and I'm sorry. um, Remember I showed y'all this book in my last video? Well, last night I went to crack it open to read it. And I mean, I got about a paragraph into it because I had my father-in-law over here talking to me, and I had my little monster, my little 3-year-old, over here like jumping on my head, literally. So it was kind of hard to read. But what I did see is this. It says best wishes, and it's autographed by Bum Phillips. The only thing I don't know is this in the book? Like, did it come like this? Is that printed, or is that an actual autograph? I looked at it, and I can't tell. Like, I don't know if that's going to show. It doesn't show up on the back. But in person, it's like almost, you can see right through it. You know, but you can see right through the other ink. So, any of you book guys, do any books ever come with, like, pre-printed autograph on it? Because if that's a real deal, dude, that's freaking huge, man. Because Mr. Phillips passed away in 2013, and I've been looking for an autograph of his for the longest, and that book I think cost me like $7 shipped. So that would be huge. God, dude, I got so much stuff, and I don't know where to go. Okay, we'll go through some TTMs. I got a RTS of Ellen Pompino, or Pompino, maybe. She is, God darn, Dr. Gray off Grey's Anatomy, like the main character. So, yeah, got that RTS. I'm kind of like a huge fan of that show, believe it or not. I guess that's a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't tell a whole lot of my buddies that at work that I'm into Grey's Anatomy, man, but that shit's pretty addicting. So I got that. And then I got this in yesterday from Mr. Bobby Dorr. I've sent to him a couple times before. Actually, I've only sent to him once before, but I'm going to be sending him a baseball here real shortly. He wrote me a note. The note, it doesn't make much sense, honestly. It says if your item received here and had enough postage, etc., to mail it back, it would have been signed and returned to you. I'm sorry to hear that it didn't get there. So, yeah. I don't know if maybe I didn't have enough return postage, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah. So, I'll show you what he did send, or what I sent. I sent these 2 photos, which he inscribed, or he signed and then inscribed. And then I sent these photos. Both of these photos are on Google Images. And then he sent me this little guy, which I really, really, really appreciate. So once again, man, I know I say it quite often, and a lot of other guys say it. You never freaking know, man, what's going to be in your mailbox. You just never know what person's going to be touched or moved by your letter, and what they're going to throw in extra or not throw in. Or, I mean, it's like going to the casino every day, man. Just walking out to your mailbox. I got these in, and I know y'all are sick and tired of seeing some of these same guys, but y'all are going to see them once or twice again. I got Ozzie Newsome in for the set, and I just sent this off a couple weeks ago after the football season, so he is still at the Ravens Stadium if y'all want to send to him. And then I got Ken Stabler again to finish out this dual card. What I started doing with Ken Stabler, since I'm sending to a foundation, and I send to him so much, every time I send to him, probably for the past 2 times, I just send a $5 bill. It kind of makes me feel better about sending to him so much. And then this, Curtis Strange, Golf Hall of Famer. So I believe this is my first one in for this set, and I have a whole grip of those suckers to do. But I think I've only sent out 10 of them, and that was the first one in. And then Tim Brewer came in, also old crew chief from back in the day. And let's see, we'll go through this deal that I did, and then we'll go over some photos that I bought. So a guy contacted me, and I don't know how he got my information, or maybe I just don't remember. But he contacted me and said he had some stuff. I think I got a hold of him through eBay. Maybe that. Yep, that's how it was. But anyways, he got back with me and said he had over 1,000 game used Houston Oilers, Tennessee Titans game used items, and then even more publications, as in yearbooks, programs, all kinds of crap, man. He sent me some photos to back it up, and then he told me he was looking to move a ton of his Oilers stuff. So, long story short, I ended up buying these pieces I'm about to show you, and then 2 days ago I bought 25 pieces. So 25 pieces of game used equipment or gear, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so that will be coming in a couple days. So the main item that I wanted out of this first lot was Ernest Givens. I know in the past, if you guys have been watching my videos for a long time, last year I bought a game used jersey of his. And then he had these. But I didn't, he advertised them as cleats. Well, they're not cleats. They are like turf shoes, which the Oilers used to play in the Astrodome there in Houston, which was turf. But then there's a piece of paper, like, and it's written, it looks like it was written 100,000 years ago. But it says Ernest Givens, Houston Oilers wide receiver, 1994 season, and then it says 10/7/94, Monday, the practice camp. So these are not game used. I guess these were used in a practice. And so, I mean, it's cool. I'd rather have it than not have it, but it's not as advertised. So a little letdown, but I'm a huge fan of Ernest Givens. And then he threw this in for like 20 bucks, which is pretty cool. Frank Wycheck, game used cleat. He was a Houston Oiler, and he actually made the move with the team to Tennessee. And then he threw in a bunch of these freebies. I didn't even know these were coming. So, Haywood Jeffries, all of these are signed. They may not show up very well, but all these are signed. And I think this is my first Haywood Jeffries. Chris Dishman. This is my first of this dude, Chris Chandler. Al Smith. Frank Wycheck. And then the one I was actually the most excited about, which is kind of funny because he's a kicker, but Al Del Greco. So he was with the organization for a while. So I'll be getting the rest of those pieces in, and like I said, I'm super excited, man, to get this new Oilers Texans collection growing faster than what it has been. I had to sell a ton of stuff to buy that dude's collection, and he's already hit me up with, you know, wanting to sell some more stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I got this in yesterday, and I almost forgot to show it, and it was right in front of me. And this is probably the best TTM thing I got in maybe this month. This is pretty badass. I was trying to buy an autograph of this dude on eBay a couple months ago, and they were all going for $100, $150, $125. And then the ones that weren't PSA certified were going for like 90 bucks. So I heard if you send him official Major League Baseballs, and those only, no baseball cards, no 8x10s, no made in China balls, official Major League Baseballs, that he would sign it Sweet Spot and send it back to you. And it worked. So I got this in yesterday. Come on, there it is. Bob Uecker, Hall of Fame play-by-play guy for the Milwaukee Brewers, Ford Frick winner, and then he was in Mr. Belvedere. I believe he was the dad, and I wrote that in my letter. I'm like, until about 8 years ago, I didn't even know you were that. You were a Hall of Fame announcer. I'm like, I just thought you were on a TV show, and then I just thought you were in Major League the movie. So that's that. I got about another 5 minutes, guys, but the rest of these are photos that I'm going to be sending off. So if y'all don't want to see those, go ahead and cut it now. My buddy DK1, he told me that I should think about or look into going TTM through some MMA stuff. So I bought a couple game used MMA cards. The first one came in. This is, I believe it's Hector Lombard. Game used mat piece. Or not game used, I guess fight used, or however you want to call it. But I'm looking to send that sucker off, and I have one more coming in. I got them for like $3 or $4 shipped. And I'm going to fly through these photos, guys. All of these photos I look to be sending off in the next month or so. But I'll go through these first ones, or these first, because I think these are cool. These are all going to be team photos. I got these in 8x10s, and I'm just going to try to send to as many people until I screw myself and they don't get returned to me. So, Houston Texans, Seattle Pilots, Houston Rockets, Montreal Expos, New York Mets, Miami Marlins, Houston Oilers 1, Houston Oilers 2, San Francisco Giants, Crimson Tide, and Houston Astros 1 and 2. I'll be sending those out together. And then the rest of these are 8x10s, but not team stuff. So the movie Up, the Butkus Award, and Norman Reedus. And now we'll go into 5x7s. So, Nick Saban. This one, I don't know if I'm going to send to Darryl Waltrip or, God dang it, what's his name? I forgot the dude's name. But anyways, I don't know which one I'm going to send to first. I know this dude definitely signs through the mail because I've got him a ton. Austin Meadows, Clint Frazier, and then Clint Frazier and Austin Meadows. Oh, Gary Kubiak. I'm going to be sending this one off to Chad Knaus. And then on the back, Chad Knaus again. Shane Graham. Rick Hendricks. Jeff Gordon. Jimmy Johnson. Jose Altuve. This is for my son, Monster Truck, Bigfoot. And then Sons of Anarchy. I don't know these dudes' real name, man, so Juice. That's the man with the master plan. Opie. My ex-girlfriend. So, and then I got some Walking Dead stuff. I've only seen season 1, and I'm watching so many shows right now. It's hard as hell for me to get around to watching everything, man, because like me and the wife, we're into Supernatural and True Blood and Grey's Anatomy and now Sons of Anarchy. We still need to catch up with Breaking Bad. We've never seen Breaking Bad, and everyone says we got to see it. I've only seen season 1 of Walking Dead. She hadn't seen any of it. So I loved season 1, but now we have to catch up. So I'm trying to get all these photos and stuff sent out before. Hell, I don't know what before, just because, damn it. So that's that, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm sorry to keep making these long-ass videos. But that's me. So until next time, adios. And yeah, adios.